In the spirit of the holidays, let's make Pfeffernüsse. And if you didn't know, they're basically a German spice cookie. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and grab a large bowl. And then to that bowl, we're gonna go ahead and add our flour. This is some almond flour, so we're gonna go ahead and pour that in. Some salt, baking soda, ground allspice. This is some ground cardamom, a bit of ground cinnamon. I'm using key lime cinnamon, but feel free to use whatever you have. This is a bit of nutmeg. We gotta add some ginger, some ground cloves, and we're also gonna add some ground mace. I also added white pepper to this Pfeffernüsse, but feel free to add black pepper or either cayenne pepper if you like. I'm just gonna go ahead and stir my spices into my flour. All right, this looks good right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just set this to the side. To a saucepan over medium heat, I'm gonna go ahead and add some honey. This is a bit of molasses. This is about a half cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, and then I have 1 stick of unsalted butter. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and heat this through until the butter and the brown sugar melts. All right, now the butter and the sugar is completely melted. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the heat. I'm gonna let it cool slightly, and then we're going to add it to our flour mixture. And since we're waiting anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That way you never miss when a new video comes out. And also remember, recipes just like this can be found on my blog, lesliecooks.com. Feel free to check it out in the description. All right, now I'm just gonna go ahead and pour my sugar mixture into my dry ingredients. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and mix the cookies until they're just combined. Now that that's mostly combined, I'm gonna go ahead and crack an egg. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 egg. And again, we're gonna go ahead and mix that egg in until it's just combined. All right, now that's our dough. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and spoon our cookie dough onto some cling wrap. Now we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up tightly. All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and refrigerate this overnight. Of course, I didn't have time for that, so I made a swap. Now to form the cookies, all you're gonna do is just take your 1 tablespoon cookie scoop, and you're just gonna go ahead and break them off, or just scoop them off, I should say. Just roll them out until the ball's like that. Now you're gonna take your dough ball and you're gonna place it on your cookie sheet. Next, let's pop these into a 350-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes until the bottoms are golden. All right, so these are the baked Pfeffernüsse. So what we're gonna go ahead and leave them on the cookie sheet, and we're just gonna let them cool just like this. All right, the Pfeffernüsse is cooled completely. I made a basic powdered sugar glaze, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take one of the Pfeffernüsse, I'm gonna turn it upside down, and I'm gonna dip it right into the glaze right there. Just pull it straight up, making sure and get it coated nicely. I'm just gonna put it right back on the cookie sheet. And then I'm gonna repeat the process with every last one of them. If you wanna learn how to make this powdered sugar glaze, it will be on my blog as well as this recipe. All right, I arranged the Pfeffernüsse into this decorative tin. Now don't these look cute? Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, perfectly spiced, simply delicious.